Hello, baddies. Welcome. I wanted to come and speak with you because if there ever was a time to be self-invested, the time is now. The time to be self-invested is that much more detrimental than ever and then in this unprecedented time. Although this is something that women, black women, all women have always been affected by. Males trying to control the rights to our bodies. In light of recent events, Roe v. Wade is being overturned, and this is very detrimental in the way that it's going to affect women in general, but black women are going to be affected the worst because we are already the most unprotected. We are already pivoted into poverty at alarming rates. Okay? The disparity of impoverishment that black women and girls face is unlike any other. We are now at a monumental time where it's very important. We as women, we're going to have to start talking to our daughters, to our nieces, to our cousins, to whomever we value in our lives as young women, to get them to understand. And we also have to protect ourselves. Men are now a weapon. They already were weapons against us, okay? Because, first of all, the DV rates and the rates at which they already leave their families and their children, this is awful. When young girls hit puberty, there's already demonic rhetoric running around here saying that when young girls reach a certain age of puberty, once they start menstruating, that these males view them as adults, which is not true. But now, because of what's going on, these conversations need to be had. This is something that cannot be avoided. Women, this is why it is so important for us to safeguard our spaces. We have trans people who claim trans identities in prisons getting women pregnant. Women are in the most detrimental place in society that we can ever possibly be. And this is why it's so important for us to safeguard our spaces, gatekeep, stop inviting everybody into our movements. And if you aren't a biological woman, you just aren't. Because the things that affect us do not affect you the same. Now, I want to see how much allyship women get in this. Because honestly, this is something that's been going on since the beginning of time. And this is why patriarchy is so oppressive to women. I am mortified, honestly. And I just want women to realize this is gonna be really, really detrimental. Sex work is gonna decline, okay? Males are gonna start getting even more volatile because they may not be getting sex. Women aren't gonna want to have sex. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. Birth control, we gotta keep an eye out for how that may be affected next, because since they are already trying to prevent us from using our wombs and how we want to, and prevent us from having our own rights to be responsible for our own reproduction, is insane. So, and it's really sad because our wordiest R-wordists, grapists, they're going to be able to mentally taunt their victims. You know, they're going to be able to be in their lives. So even if you were R-worded and you don't want to keep the child, you're going to have to. You're going to be forced to raise a child with the R-wordist. Excuse me. This is horrible. Women, we're going to have to really get our heads right. We're going to have, this is like the Handmaid's Tale, honestly. We're going to have to get our heads right. We're going to have to start leaving these children with these males, even if we don't necessarily want to. At least if it's if the male is a good enough person. Like, I wouldn't say, you know, leave the R-wordist with an R. I mean, leave the child with an R-wordist. But, you know, we're going to have to start getting in a space where we are able to walk away from anything. Because this is why I really recommend women, this book I recommend on my channel a lot is called The Great Cosmic Mother. You ladies need to read that book. I'm still configuring the book resource for the medical and health field. You know, the book resource for people who are interested in the medical and health field, because I do have a lot of that, and that's going to be very important to us, even if you are not considering. But I want to have this option available to anybody who needs it. I'm still configuring it, so you know, don't crucify me. I'm still getting it done. It's especially going to be important now because we need to get more young women awake. We need to have them realizing that you need to go out here, get a career, and don't have children at all. And I know there's going to be things that happen that are unpreventable, but for the most part, we are really going to have to pull in the reins and grab hold of the power that we utilize. Because if there was ever a time, the time is now. I've said it numerous times, and I mean everything I say every time I say it. If there was ever a time to be self-invested, it is now. And in your best interest, it would be very, very imperative. It is imperative for you to grab hold of those reins and say, this is my power, my womb, my body, myself, my rights, and leave these males alone. Do not fuck with these males at all. I'm telling you, they only want, especially these black males, they already know that they aren't about shit. They already know that they can't do nothing good for you, and they look at you crazy for even accepting them into your life. And then that's why they want to drag you through the mud. Leave these niggas alone. Stay self-invested, please. Please, I beg of you.
UNITY, love a black woman from infinity to infinity.